Hey everybody, so this is going to be my last carnivore video, at least for a very long time, and not just because I'm kind of changing up what I'm doing diet-wise, but because I don't want my entire channel to be based on the carnivore diet. So I will talk about adding like what I've been doing with the carnivore diet on this video, adding in, kind of going back, but I just wanted to kind of say that this will be my last main carnivore video where I'm just posting about carnivore over and over again. I've always wanted my channel to be a mixture of things and not just based on one thing except for me. So I'm gonna kind of do more challenge type things, more things like I was doing before, maybe even trying different cooking, making things, pretty close to what I was doing before. Just I'm not on a homestead in the mountains anymore, but maybe I will be again someday. So anyways, I have been talking about the carnivore a lot and what's been working, what's not been working. So I did add carbs back in. I did try that. It was kind of crazy because almost instantly I found that my whole body just like became sore, almost like the time I started eating things that were not carnivore. Like it's almost like I felt it right afterwards. And then just as I was like running and doing different workouts, I found that my body was just getting way more sore way quicker. Just like a lot of inflammation, and that was pretty shocking. I wasn't expecting just how obvious it was. And then the other thing, just right away I got acne. And I wouldn't even really say I got much acne at all before carnivore, but right away I got acne. And then my energy levels plummeted and kind of everything else that came with it. So I felt like I didn't have awesome energy, and then I kind of started eating carbs again. It was kind of like a reminder of what I felt like before. And so in the end, I did cycle back, and I think I'm on day 4 of doing carnivore again. And this time I realized that I wasn't doing very well at getting enough fat. So I have just put in some hot dogs with some better ingredients because hot dogs are extremely fatty. And so I'm just doing hot dogs with some other things that maybe aren't as fatty and some jerky, and I'm just working on getting as much fat as I can and being as clean as I can. Now I have still been doing coconut because I've found that I'm doing really well with coconut, and it's another way that I can get fat. So there's some carbs in the meat I'm eating, like a little bit in the hot dogs, things like that, but it's keeping me well below. I'm not doing anything that's like a cheat. So I'm not doing like cashews. I was doing Unreal bars before, so I should be well below the carb threshold for getting into ketosis. And it makes sense because this is one of the most kind of tired phases. I thought I was getting better at adapting and getting into keto faster and faster. Now, granted, my sleep was not amazing last night. So today I kind of felt like, well, if I still don't have energy, why am I doing this? But I didn't sleep very much last night, so I'm not making the decision today. But if I do add in carbs again, then last time I went a little bit dirty. This time I'll do more like white rice, and I'll eat the things that I know that I feel good with, clean, good foods that I know I feel good, which is already mainly meat and rice. Outside of that, I've never felt very good eating vegetables, so it's not really something that I'm going to like even attempt to bring into the diet. They just don't make me feel good. And I probably wouldn't have done carnivore if I really believed in that in the first place. But I've always felt good with white rice, but I really wanted to give it a try because there was a period during that first 30 days where I felt like I had endless energy. And I think it was during a point where I was losing a lot of weight, so my body was probably burning all of the fat that I needed, whereas now I'm getting to a point where maybe my body my body just doesn't have enough fat, so it's holding on to more, so I'm not getting as much, so I need to get it from my food, and I'm just not getting it from my food. But this is the fourth day, and I'm not overly impressed with my energy levels or my mood, or anything like that, which is another thing I found. I've been very consistent on carnivore mood-wise, and as soon as I started adding in some of that stuff, my mood became much more variable again. I felt like I was reacting to things again, and I still feel that way. So, still gonna hold on, still gonna see what happens. Hopefully, tomorrow I'm feeling a little bit better. And what I've been doing is I've just been going for like 0 carb as possible. So if we go, I've had a couple coffees in that time, but I'm not drinking it like consistently every morning. But if something doesn't have the coconut milk that I'm drinking just to get some extra fat, it essentially has 0 carbs in it. So I'm still having some more 0 carb things, but I'm not doing things like cashews or other like cheat type things that have like a few carbs in them. And if I try to work it out perfectly, I'm just like, the meat that I'm eating, like some of the things that I'm eating already have enough carbs that I don't want to add those in, because I'd really like to know if I can get back to that place of just feeling like I have endless energy. And when my first day, I did try getting ribeye and just doing ribeye, and the second day I didn't even want a ribeye, and that's been kind of the second hard part of all of this, was a little bit of meat aversion. So I've been switching it up with the meats, but staying beef. So hot dogs, hamburgers that I'm making on the grill, which are just salt and pepper, and then I'll have a ribeye every couple days. And so the ribeyes I found just don't have enough meat to really satiate me, and it's hard for me to eat more than just like a pound of ribeye a day. So that's why I've kind of had to add in this other stuff. But anyways, thanks for watching. Give me a like and a follow if you're interested in more, and we'll see you next week.